As Christians, our lives are not perfect. Many may think that when they give their life to Christ that everything is going to be glorious and everything's going to be perfect, but that's just not true. Even as Christians, we face problems, we face difficulties. You may have lost your job at one point. You may have lost a family member through death. There are many problems that come up even as Christians, as followers of Jesus. The question is not if problems come, the question becomes what do we do when these problems arise? The Bible says that the rain falls on the just and on the unjust. And Jesus, he shares a parable about two men who build two houses. And he says one built the house on the rock while the other man built the house on the sand. And when the storms came, the one that had built his house on the sand, that house was destroyed. But the house that remained on the rock, it stayed strong. What's interesting about this story is that just because the man built his house on the rock, it did not exempt him from the storm. He experienced the same problem in the same storm. Yet the difference was his foundation. So when you and I, when we experience problems, when we experience loss, whether it's financially, relationally, emotionally, the question is, what do we do in those problems? The Apostle Paul commends us to give thanks in all circumstances. And that's what you and I have to do. We have to take whatever situation we're going through and know that God is going to work it for our good and for His glory. It's all about perspective. These problems, don't let them get a hold of you. You get a hold of the problems. Use the Bible. Use your perspective. Know that God is working all things together for your good and for His glory. Look at your problem, look at your situation, and don't complain about it, don't whine about it, but simply give thanks to God that in some way or another, He's going to use it for your good and for His glory.